And okie dokie, hokey pokey. Good morning. I just had my little breakfast, some avocado with some bread. Yeah, that's my simple breakfast. So today, let's get doing something. Today is Monday, the 5th of January, I believe. Yeah, it's a little cool out here. Not too bad. Sun is starting to come up on the lawn. Oh boy, the grass is a little damp, and I'm in sandals. So what I'm gonna do is something I don't wanna do, but I have to do it. I'm gonna junk the scrap metal. I'm gonna load up the stuff on the truck, and I'm gonna get rid of all this scrap metal that's sitting in the yard. Yep. So what I'm gonna do, I gotta spin the truck around. Let me take the dew off the mirrors. I got a lot of scrap metal to dump. The thing that makes me happy is that I go dump it, make some money. Yeah, and I come back home. So this is probably the bad part about it. Kind of loading it up and all that stuff. Yeah, loading it up. Let me check my tire. It's good over here. I know I got a little slight leak on this tire from the valve stem. So it's not bad. It's not bad. It's got air pressure. Yeah. Gotta take off. I really annoys me this. I gotta do this in the mornings. Take off and as you can see, I conveniently use my hands. Yeah. Let me open my gate. Actually, let me start the truck so you warm up that engine. Look, I got a new, as you notice, I have a pretty big keychain with a lot of tags and stuff. Yeah. Smoky Mountain. Great Smoky Mountain. Little Bear. Eliminate. 8080. JDM for life. Yeah. Prime driven. Remove before flight. This is just a little knife that I have here. It's a little blade. It's convenient. A little blade is about that long. I use it to cut things. And then these are just my keys. Yeah. So I just wanted to show you that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have any alarm. You know. Okay, let's start this puppy. Let's start this puppy up. We're gonna take her on a little trip. I take this stuff to like downtown Miami because I know the people over there. Turn off the AC. Oh yeah. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I want to say thanks for watching my videos. Um, yeah. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm still happy about organizing my storage. Yeah, it brings me so much joy. I don't know what it is. But yeah, they gave me these AC units. Um, yeah, I might try to remove the copper from them. I don't know. I don't know how that works. Uh, yeah. And let me see. Let me see. Cause I mean, I I got a saw and all that stuff. Maybe I can cut the copper off to separate it from the aluminum. Uh, Whatever. I don't really worry too much about that. Yeah, I don't really worry too much about that. But I guess it'll be better. I'll try to I'll try to see what I can do with this. Um, Man, the grass is wet. I'm getting my feet a little wet. I'm gonna break the glass on the door, and the rest of the stuff here that I have here is just going on the truck, scrap metal. Um, yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like much, but that stuff is gonna fill up the truck. I do have some scrap metal in another property, but I don't think I'm gonna go get that today because it. I mean, I do have to divert myself to go over there and all that stuff, and then the scrap metal is way in the back, and I need to like carry it with a wheel. I don't know. It's far in the backyard, so we're gonna avoid that today, and we're just gonna get what's here and scrap it up. Yeah. So that's the plan. Let me let me open my side door and get. Oh, I don't have to really. Let me just get the tripod over here. I'm gonna spin the truck around. Spin the truck around. Let me put you guys on my tripod. This is my tripod, my cheap eBay tripod. See? I actually discovered this feature that it has a little extension. It can go down. Yeah. So I'm using it now like that with the little extension. Monday the 5th. Yeah. One of the legs on the tripod is always giving me trouble. Yeah. Let me see. Let me go spin the spin the truck around so I can have easy access to the bed. Yeah. I'm below halfway in fuel, so soon I'm gonna have to put fuel in this animal. Give it something to drink. Putting on my gloves because this metal is gonna be wet and cold. So what I'm gonna do first, actually, I could have gone back further. Yeah, no big deal. I'll just get my little workout in. Um, Let me see which. I'm gonna get these two filing cabinets first. Yeah, I guess this is a good picture so y'all can see me working it. Let me see. Put you down here. Just give you a close up. I could have put the truck further back. Yeah, let me put the truck further back. A couple feet. She's smoking. Okay, um, let me toss this stuff in first. Lighting it up. Ooh. I do enjoy dumping scrap metal. There's some satisfaction off of it. I don't know why. I do get some joy out of it. I'm just removing this plastic. One thing I've learned is you don't want to buy extra stuff. Just buy what you need, and that's it. Because if not, you're just gonna have it there, sitting there, and it's gonna develop into a lot of stuff that you really not using. You know. I did decide not to dump the metal fenders for the truck. I'm gonna put the fenders on when I get some time. Hopefully they won't rust. Grass is wet. Grass is wet. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. I did find some exhaust clamps that are brand new. I'm not gonna throw those away. I'm gonna leave them right here. And some um, exhaust pipe seals. So I'm gonna leave those right there. I mean, when I cleaned the garage, I'm sure I kicked out a lot of stuff that I might have needed, but I just didn't have time to go through that. Sometimes, it's all about time, and getting things done. So yeah, I'm not worried about that right now because it's already gone. Okay, this is the part that, let me see what. Let me use my little cart so I don't have to struggle so much carrying the, put it on the wheels. Yeah. Whew, man. Think I'm starting to sweat already. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see, because these two units are going to be over here. That filing cabinet. I'm going to put it on top of that one and strap it down. Yeah. Let me bring the other filing cabinet. I don't want to hurt my back. These things are heavy. So that's the end. He helped me out. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. The seats. Um, I guess the smartest thing is I'm gonna load the big AC unit. Yeah, I'm gonna load the big AC units because those are gonna take up the most space. Hold on, let me put these. I gotta use strategy to so I can load everything up. Use a little bit of thinking, strategy. Oh, I have a refrigerator right here. Ooh. Um, Let me put this up here. See, when you load up your vehicle, you gotta use your brain and think of what you're doing. You know, you can't just load it up. It ain't gonna fit. You gotta know what you're doing. See? Now I'm gonna get the little refrigerator that I got back here. Let me see. Okay. Let me see what. Actually, I can put the cage up there also. Yeah. Let me get this cage. I'm just getting the bigger stuff out of here. Um, Getting the bigger stuff first, you know? Oh, sorry, y'all couldn't see. I'm sorry. Let me see. Hold on. I'm trying to so that y'all could see as I load the truck. I got this dog cage, and we don't want to put any dogs in any cages. Let me see if I could strategically put it up there. Get this thing out of there. Remove the plastic. I'll strap it down. Whew. Let me see, let me see, let me see. I think the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna load up those big AC units back here because those are gonna take up the most room. And then we'll work around those things, you know? That's the best thing. Um, yeah. Let me just give you this view right here. I'm gonna reposition the truck because them suckers, they ain't lightweight, you know? Let me reposition. So get as close as possible. Remember, I'm all alone and this thing is heavy. Let me try to get it up there. Let me try to load it up. Okay, this thing is heavy. Big, big and heavy. Super heavy. I'm gonna shift it over more to this side. Man, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to lift this thing. I'm not looking forward to lifting this thing. That's for sure. Whew. I gotta I gotta psych myself up for that one. That thing is heavy. Let me give it a try. Whew. Here we go. I'm gonna give it a try. Pull up my pants. Okay, I got it. My gosh. I ain't even trying to move that anymore. Forget it. I'm just gonna strap this down and that's it. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Let's get the door. I'm gonna break the glass on the door. Let's see how that goes. Let's try to break the glass. Oh boy. Whoa. Damn. It's hard, man. Hurt my hand. What the heck? Let's see if I can bust it. What do they make these car windows out of nowadays? You know? There we go. There we go. Whoop, whoop. See, it stayed intact because of the tint. Nice, nice. That's what pretty soon I'm gonna need. Okay. Um, I got the place for the door. As you can see, you gotta be strategic. I got the place for the door. Yeah. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Okay. Oh, I got this radiator. See, I got this radiator. I'm putting the big things first, you know? me see. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, um, the chairs. Yeah, let me do some strategy to get everything on there. Let me do some strategy. I got 2 chairs. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Just bear with me, I'll show you. I'm just putting like the bigger items, you know, like this. Let me see what now. These are poles and stuff. The chairs are just the biggest items left. Yeah, I'm almost good to go. So the chairs, I'm gonna put them on top. Let me show you how I do that. Well, actually, I got this this walker. Let me get this walker. Let me get chair number 1. Chair number 2, I gotta rip the bottom cushion off of it. Man, this thing's heavy. Okay. Let me just go get a knife. This is ridiculous. Let me go get a knife. Hold on. It's not easy. I just want to cut it out. I don't want to deal with it, you know. Okay. Gotcha. I gotcha, sucker. I gotcha, sucker. Woo! Man. Gotcha, sucker. I gotcha, sucker. Still heavy. Okay. I got the biggest items, but I still have some stuff that I can see here. Let me continue to get some items in there. Almost got my foot. Almost got my foot. But I'm alert and snappy. I'm alert and snappy. I'm sure on this trimmer head I could put a echo speed feed head, but I mean I'm not gonna need it. I know I'm not gonna need it, you know. So I'm gonna have it there for nothing, you know. I'm not really gonna use it because I will need an attachment, and I already have all my attachment tools set up, so I don't really not gonna use it, you know. So that's why I decided to get rid of it. That's why I decided to get rid of it. There's no point. Yeah. It's almost all gone. I'm almost done. I'm gonna show you how I strategically put everything. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. See? the little random things that are left there on the table. And then I have some things on the shopping cart over there. Okay, let me see. I'll throw all this stuff later because it's just regular random junk. It's not metal. It's not metal. Let me just get what I have in the shopping cart and I'll show you the load. Almost there. I threw away, you can see, this is a mower blade. Let me show you. See, I threw away 2 mower blades that were, this one is not even used. You can see it's still in the package. The thing is, I bought these cheaper, but that's why you got to be careful. You got to buy the original design because these do not have the curve here in the middle that the Toro needs to retain the, with the retaining system on the blade. So even though these fit and work, they'll damage your mower. They'll damage your retaining hub. So it happened to mine. I had to bend it back up. So these were cheaper, but they were absolute junk. So that's why I threw them away. I didn't use them. I had to reorder the original design, which is because the blade was more expensive. Because this you got 2 for almost the price of 1. But I realized that it was a bad move. So yeah, that's why you see I'm dumping these mower blades. This is just a bucket of random things. I'm just going to dump it because I don't want to take the plastic bucket. I'm just going to dump them over here. Just throwing the random stuff in the bucket. Clean up that I made a mess over here. Because this is trash. That's trash. Here's the old transmission from that I changed for the mower. There's the old transmission. Yeah. Okay, that's all the metal. shopping cart is not going because I just use it to throw stuff on it. Let me just pick up some of this little trash, put it in the bucket, and later on I'm gonna dump all this, but that goes to the dump. It's like wood and stuff, and the glass. Okay. A knife. Okay. I'll throw this away. Let me put this up here. I'll dump it later. Dump it later. Okay. There. I picked up the little trash. Dump this. You can see everything's clean over here. Make sure everything's good. Everything I cleaned it out here under the table. All this junk I'll dump it later when I go to the dump. Yeah, check it out. So my truck is full of the scrap metal that I'm going to dump. All I gotta do is strap it down. So basically, you see how I use strategy. Um, I use this walker to support these metal poles and stuff and pieces. The big stuff first. I'm gonna strap it all down. I'm gonna put 3 or 4 straps, make sure everything's secure. Everything is secure. The little stuff here. I even got nooks and crannies where I can actually stick more stuff, but I got all my stuff, you know. I got everything ready to haul to the dump. I'm just gonna strap it down right now. I'll show you how I strap it down. You can see here, I use the door as like a brace. I put some beams here, stuck some things in here. I even have a nook and cranny right here. I can put more stuff, but I'm fully loaded, as you can see. I'm rolling with the tailgate open, and I'm just gonna strap everything down right now. And yeah, scrap metal. Like I said, the fenders I'm leaving because I'm gonna put them on the truck when I get a chance. Because as you can see, um, I did smash them. You know, that one is smashed. Whatever. Those are the wider 4x4 fenders, which stick out more, and they have a little bit nicer, a little bit more modern design for the 99 and up Tacomas, or the four-wheel drive, whatever. I don't know, but they're better looking fenders. But anyways, let me start strapping it down. Let me start strapping it down, and I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna get dressed, and I'm gonna go to dump the stuff at the dump, and that'll be my work day. Let me open the door so I can get my straps. Cause remember, you want to make sure that this stuff doesn't fall off. I mean, you just want to be extra careful, you know. Let me put 4 straps on. Make sure it's nice and secure. I'm gonna put the big orange. These are my longer ones. I'm gonna put it in the higher areas so it reaches from one side to the other, so I can strap it down low on the bed. So this is gonna go on that side. I'll show you how to strap it down. Get it down here. I'm gonna go right through here. I'm actually gonna grab this like this. Actually, I'm not, because I want to have enough strap to get to the other side. Back through. Yeah. Okay, let me get it on the other side. Here, I don't want you to cry about it. Let me help you. Don't cry about it. I got you. Okay. My straps are getting a little um, wanky yanky. Yeah. Pretty soon I'll buy myself some new ones. Because these are little cheap straps, you know. These are just little cheap straps that I use. They're not like heavy duty or anything. These are light duty. So I'm gonna get this here and the chair, the seat that's in the middle. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna get here now. Yeah, the the door is not going anywhere, so I don't have to worry about the door. what I'll do is I'll loop it around the chair so the chair does not move from side to side. And that's what I'm doing right now, because that's what's prone to move. But once I hold the chair down like that, it ain't going nowhere. All right, let me throw out my other strap over here to make it a little bit faster. And I don't have to go back and forth, back and forth. Okay. Now this one is going to be to hold this chair. Actually, I'm going to hold all these metal beams over here. All right. Right through here to hold the metal beams so they don't slide or anything. It's going to hold this chair and these beams. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to loop it around. Get this right here. Loop it around right here. Take it to that side over there. And then this one is going to be for the back, to hold the AC unit in the back. So this one, I'm going to hook it. I'm going to hook it right back here and bring it over through the top of this and bring it up and down. I'll show you. Let me start tightening the straps over here. Okay, get the excess, tie it off. Tie it off well, because you don't want it to get loose and start flapping around all over the place. So now this one, I'm gonna bring it over here. Let me get the right here. This is holding the second chair. Holding the second chair. Okay. Oh, I don't think y'all can see that well. Sorry. Okay, where are we? Okay, right there. Yeah. So as you can see, this one is holding the back here, the strap. What I'm gonna do actually, I'm gonna loop the strap in here to make sure that this does not slide. I'm gonna loop it in this hole. See, that way I know this strap is holding the corner. And now what I do, you see how that strap is holding there the corner? So now this, I'll bring it down this way. To hold this also here, I'll do this. And that is gonna hold the unit in. And then I'll bring the strap down right here. That's how you do it. So that nothing moves on you or shifts or slides away. See, right here. See? Tie off the extra. You know what? Since this pipe is the only thing that's loose, I'm gonna grab it with this strap. So I'm gonna redo this. I'm gonna loosen it over here. The orange one, I'm gonna grab these pipes. See, because they're loose. So that's what I'm gonna do. If I see that something's loose, I'll grab it. So I'll loosen this back up. And I'll grab around the pipes right here. So these pipes, these three beams, are not gonna go anywhere. See, so I'll grab them right there, and I'll redo it right here. Make sure that nothing is gonna slide or move. Get the excess, tie it off. All right. I'm ready to go to the dump. I'm ready to go to the scrap metal. I showed you how I strap it down and everything. I got 4 straps on it, holding the back, holding the 2 chairs, everything here, holding the pipe, holding right here the fridge, all this stuff right here. Yeah. Okay, we're good to go. So I'm gonna get inside, put on my clothes and stuff, and get ready to take my load of scrap metal to the scrap metal joint. There it is. That's how I do it. You can see my tire. Yeah, it's feeling the little weight. That's okay. I know I can do it. That big AC unit back there is heavy. There it is. Yeah. So I appreciate you watching. I hope you enjoyed watching me get the scrap metal out of here and load it up and sweat and work. And I'll catch you again soon. Have a blessed day and have a wonderful week. And thanks again. Bye bye.